Now, this one's called preloading your requests. Now this is useful when guiding people to do what you want them to do. Now our middle son Ewan, when he went to Reading University a few years ago, he gave me this phrase that they used all the time. It meant preloading. What it meant, of course, was inhaling cheap booze from the supermarket before you headed out to the clubs and pubs of Reading, where of course the alcohol prices would make your jaws drop. Now, when he mentioned this preloading, I immediately thought of the NLP tool called pre-framing, which I talk about a lot, don't I? Now here's a couple of examples for you of how pre-framing can help you when influencing people, particularly when you're fact-finding or exploring the needs of clients. So before you start the meeting, you use the phrase, Mr. Brown, Mr. Brown, before we start officially the meeting, can we have a chat for a couple of minutes? Now this relaxes your customer dramatically, and they may let down their barriers and give you information that might help you. Interesting that, isn't it? During the meeting itself, I'm going to ask you a ton of questions because I need to get a perfect picture of your situation to help me move forward. Now that phrase gives you no excuse at all to ask some exemplary questions. And before we start, I'd like to tell you how we're different to the competition. Now again, that might open your customers' eyes to why they need to do business with you before their walls go up. It's that phrase, before we start, that's really important. I mean, preloading, whatever next. Now in my day, you could only buy booze from pubs anyway, and the opening hours were so restricted, we never had time to preload at home beforehand.